Is there a connection between the moon and our behavior? For centuries, the moon and how its phases influence human behavior have been a talk. In earlier days, people believed that certain phases of the moon could make individuals more or less aggressive. It was then the term lunacy originated to be linked with the lunar cycle. While much of this revolves around the realm of mythology and folklore, psychologists did much research on this topic and uncovered many interesting insights about the bewitching of the moon and its mysterious effects. A small study was done with 17 people diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is characterized by swifts between depression and mania. The study examined the link between mood changes in the lunar cycle and found that these swifts in moods were not random, but based on the phases of the moon. While the actual mechanism behind how the moon affects our mood remains unclear, researchers suggest that there is some link between the two. The lunar cycle somehow influences moods. When we prepare to sleep, for instance, our body produces melatonin, a hormone that calms our body and prepares us for a good night's rest. Hormones often act like switches. When one switch is on, the other seems to be off. So when melatonin is produced at night, serotonin, a feel-good hormone, tends to decrease. Melatonin is typically secreted when there is a calm, quiet, and dimly lit atmosphere. However, many researchers suggest that the brightness of the full moon day can affect the sleep-wake cycle. A study done in Argentina in 2021 found that people went to bed later on full moon nights where there is more natural light after dusk. It is widely said that this has to be an innate adaptation we inherited from our ancestors, who used to take advantage of natural light. Their tendency to more light, more work was passed down to generations. For millennia, people associated the full moon with madness. People also believed the full moon made people more aggressive. Historian Johnston, in his book, discussed how Aristotle believed that the brain's high water content made it susceptible to the phases of the moon. This concept of tides of the mind led to the association of the full moon with violent behavior, seizures, and mental illness. In those days, even menstrual cycles were linked with lunar cycles.